is BTV, your home for memorable.
If you thought the past few mornings were very cool, you will think tomorrow morning is pretty chilly as temperatures will be going down into the upper 50s. Another nice sunny day, and then next week we'll still have the sunshine, but temperatures will heat up big time. I'll have a look at that forecast coming up. Now at 10, it's back to school season, but local shelters are seeing more students. How the face of homelessness has changed as your news at 10 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 10 on BTV.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us for your news at 10. Coverage you can count on begins as August means back to school season, but for some children in the area, going back to school looks different. Isabella Moody has more. Isabella.
The Salvation Army Center of Hope wants the community to know the face of homelessness has changed from what it once was. Once dominated by men, local shelter leaders say mothers and children now are some of the most common residents.
Children staying here in their school age, we would then communicate through caseworkers that we have here. We would communicate with the Richmond County schools, and they would then work out being able to be picked up here. We also have tutoring that happens here, so there's a number of different things in order to support those who are going to school from the Center of Hope.
Richmond County Schools also has a designated school bus which comes and picks up the children staying there to their appropriate schools. Because of the federal McKinney-Vento Act, the school system provides transportation so children are able to stay in the same school they were in, along with providing tutoring services if needed after school.
Continually, the Ministry of Dignity and being able to provide that dignity of a new backpack to go to school, as well as the real practical of you need to be going to school, but the other side of that is you need to be doing that so that maybe your mom or dad or both will be able to go and maybe get employment or go with different appointments in order to do some of their casework so that they aren't staying at our Center of Hope very long.
A longtime volunteer and previous client with the Salvation Army enjoys being able to help families during this time.
To me, it's a blessing because when my kids was growing up, and I'm 72, so you gotta do the kids. Okay. I didn't have this, so I feel like that's a blessing.
Shelter leaders say being able to support these families and kids has helped many change the future for themselves with the help from the Center of Hope.
Now got a full ride scholarship to a university up in Chicago, and so he came through several years ago, but this is one of our success stories. We continue to see those kind of things.
If you want to help donate or volunteer at the shelter, you can find that on WJBF.com. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much. Time now for a check of our weather, and the chief meteorologist, Jennifer Trotty, joins us now. Jenna. Well, it was a really, really nice day. Couldn't beat the weather today for the month of August, especially late August when we are usually dealing with some very hot temperatures, high humidity. That was just not the case today at all. This morning, it really felt like fall with temperatures in the low 60s. Only 60 degrees this morning in McCormick. Augusta Bushfield and Aiken Regional Airport had a low of 61. That is a whole 10 degrees below our average of 71. Came close to the record lowest low of 57 set back in 1998. And look at that record high, 107. Nowhere near that. High today was 86 degrees. Here's a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam from the Amentum Center in Aiken. Looking great this evening. We're already down to 67 in Augusta. Low 70s for the most part. 73 in Thompson, 68 in McCormick, 72 in Millen. Aiken, you're also at 68 degrees, 74 in Wrightsville, and 72 in Waynesboro. The dew points fell into the mid to upper 50s today. Now we're seeing some low 60s, but nonetheless, a lot of dry air in place, making it feel very comfortable outside, and it's mostly clear. A little bit of cloud cover here from Bamberg down to Screven County with more clouds along the coast and down in Florida where there's scattered showers and storms all along this trough. For us, we have high pressure overhead bringing in that northeast wind. It was pretty breezy today, but now the winds are primarily under 5 miles per hour, and that will allow the temperatures to really drop off tonight. So the higher wind speeds always keep temperatures a bit warmer. Since those winds will only be around 5 to 6 miles per hour, we could be going down to 58 degrees in Augusta by the 7 o'clock hour, and this would tie our record low lowest low of 58 set back in 1930. So we'll see tomorrow if it happens. And coming up, I'll have a look at that full 10-day forecast. But back to you, Dee. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you then. Bamberg County issuing a mosquito alert because of flooding from Tropical Storm Debbie. County leaders are urging homeowners to trim overgrown bushes, clean their yards, and remove buckets, tires, or anything that can hold water. Work crews are also spraying and treating standing water, but it's a waiting game to help other parts of the county.
Along the Edisto River Basin are seeing a huge influx of mosquitoes. A lot of the residents who live along dirt roads where that water still may be standing in some of those areas. Keep in mind that residents on those dirt roads, we can't get in there to make any type of repairs until that water completely recedes.
The Federal Emergency Management Agency is ready to help homeowners around the county who have suffered damage from the storm. A big focus on national security at an annual event today. There was a conference for the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. Highlights of the event next.
And it's been a while since we've had a day below the 60-degree mark, and that will happen tomorrow morning. Temperatures falling into the upper 50s. I'll have more details on the forecast right after the break.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your Thursday, and hopefully you spent a good amount of time outside enjoying this weather. We definitely don't see it much this time of the year. Winds were breezy earlier, but you can see they're settled down now. Flag really not blowing much at all here on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. This is from Augusta Regional Airport. 67 right now, dew point of 61. The winds are completely calm. And around the CSRA, a lot of low 70s this evening, but even 68 in Washington and McCormick, 68 in Aiken, Barnwell at 70, 71 in Sylvania, 72 in Millen, and 73 in Wrightsville. Satellite radar not showing much going on here in the two-state other than some cloud cover along the coastline, showers off the coast, and those continue down into Florida with low pressure. High pressure to our north, though, and this is keeping most of the East Coast nice and dry and cooler as well. It's the false fall. We have it every year, at least one for now, but there will be multiple false falls as we go into the next couple of months, I'm sure. High of 84 for your Friday, low of 58. These are early October average temperatures, so this is well below normal. It's absolutely perfect, though, for football tomorrow night. North Augusta versus Thompson. Kickoff at 78 degrees. Leaving the game, you'll be at 71, so at least there's no dangerous heat to worry about this week. But that could be a different story next week. You can see it in our low temperatures, how much they'll be climbing from 58 all the way to 71 by this time next week, right back to average. And of course, with that, also our high temperatures will be climbing as well. Mid-90s expected across a lot of portions of the southeast for the last couple of days of August and into the first couple of days of September. Now, with that extreme heat we'll be having next week, of course, we would like to see some rain to help cool us off and to help prevent us from going into a drought again. But unfortunately, those rain chances are pretty slim all the way through Wednesday. No chance, just a 10% chance next Thursday. So the month of August will be ending on a drier note. Our futurecast tomorrow at 6 a.m. still just showing that cloud cover to our southeast. Northeast wind continues to come in, high pressure along the East Coast. Some clouds at times, but overall plenty of sunshine. Definitely no rain to worry about. Let's take it all the way through Sunday morning. Really just more of the same here, so no major changes when it comes to any rain. Lows tonight will be anywhere from around 54 up in Saluda and McCormick down to those low 60s in our southern counties, but everyone well below average. Highs tomorrow will be very consistent from around 83 to 86 degrees. In your 10-day forecast showing some really beautiful weather ahead. All the way into next week, it will be mostly sunny. Then by the end of the week, we'll have around a 10 to 30% chance of rain and storms, and we'll also be heating up all the way up to 96 eventually on Thursday. And of course, with that also comes the higher humidity. It never seems like we just get the heat without the humidity. They go hand in hand.
We'll just enjoy the next couple of days.
Yep.
We're going to miss them for a while.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Well, tonight was the 4th annual summit for the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. The event highlighted local businesses as well as hosted Gabby Goodwin of Gabby's Bows as the keynote speaker and had representatives from local businesses and government on a panel to speak about the growing opportunities for businesses in the Augusta area.
So the chamber was established in 2017. Over the last 7 years, we have been carrying out our mission of being the conduit between business community and government. We've given giving out $472,000 in grants. We have 2 loan programs running, train over 1,500 business owners in the Central Savannah River area. So we're all about getting things here in Augusta, Georgia.
The Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce has provided support and opportunity for Black and minority business owners in the CSRA, as she mentioned, since 2017. Well, still ahead is night number 4 of the Democratic National Convention, a recap of the night leading up to Vice President Harris as your news continues.
If you haven't
Coleman Services cares about our community, and our #1 priority this summer is keeping the AC on and the hot water flowing in your home or business. Coleman Services is proud to service the CSRA. Whether you're in Thompson, Harlan, Evans, Augusta, North Augusta, or beyond, call us anytime, day or night, 24/7, 365. At Coleman Services, you are our #1 customer. Coleman Services, your plumbing, heating, and AC pros.
Come on, what's wrong?
At access1.org.
A soap opera, top doctor.
Sebastian, as long as you have this outdated bathroom, there can never be anything between us.
Sandra, wait. I called the top doctor.
Can this bathroom even be safe?
Absolutely.
Tough, Doctor.
This bathroom needs intensive care, no doubt, but I can save it.
What about new floors?
New cabinets? My team can do it all.
Take the drama out of your bathroom remodel. Call Tub Doctor for a free quote today.
It's gonna be okay.
Clear, accurate stories that don't waste your time. Plus, get the latest video in one click with WJBF Plus. Get it all at WJBF.com.
Let's see where it takes us. Good morning, Augusta.
Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
High school football is back in the CSRA, and for a few teams, they are already 2 games in as they took on big rivals in Thursday night matchups. Starting with the Augusta Christian football team, they took on John Millage Academy on Thursday as they looked for their first win of the 2024 season. Second quarter, no score, first and goal for John Millage. Pass to the end zone is complete, and the Trojans would get on the board first, 6-0. Lions looking to respond. 2nd and 10, John Williamson scrambles and finds his man on the outside. He'll take it all the way to the house, turning on the Jets. That one's just under 90 yards as AC ties the game at 6. Just before halftime, JMA would score again and take a 13-6 lead into the half. Ultimately, the Trojans would go on to get the win as Augusta Christian falls in week 2, 32-19. The Barnwell Warhorses open their season on Thursday as well, taking on Blackville Hilda. Second quarter, Cam Austin passes on 3rd down. It's broken up by Darius Jenkins, forcing a Barnwell field goal. Kicker Lane Evans is good on a 41-yard field goal. He's been a consistent weapon for Barnwell, and he gets the Warhorses on the board 3-0. Next possession, Barnwell goes deep. Cameron Austin finds Jaquan Peoples down at the 2-yard line. That'll set up the Barnwell offense nicely for Cameron Austin to power it in from the 2, and it is a touchdown. Point after is good, and Barnwell takes a 10-0 lead into the locker room. Second half would be more of the same as Barnwell opens their season with a win on the road, 24-7. Week 2 of Game Night Live is almost here, and it'll be another matchup of 2 powerhouse schools as North Augusta takes on Thompson in the Brickyard on Friday. Now, these 2 teams have not played each other since 2019, where the Bulldogs got a shutout win, but a lot has changed in 5 years, including a new head coach at North Augusta. This game will actually be the season opener for the Yellow Jackets, and both Coach Bush and Coach Youngblood spoke about what their ball clubs will each need to do to get the win and how much they're looking forward to another matchup.
Well, the biggest thing is our offensive line and defensive line is going to have to carry us. We're going to have to make sure that we do a good job of taking care of those guys, and we're going to have to run the football. You know, Trey is a 1,000-yard back for the last 2 years, and he's going to get his fair share of touches. And then we just got to find some role players to go with him on the outside to give us a chance to move the ball. And then defensively, we got to find a ways to get stops.
You know, opening up in the Brickyard is going to be tough. Coach Youngblood's done a great job with that program. Going over there in the opening season, it's going to be tough. You know, it's a game that our guys are looking forward to. They've got it marked on their calendar. They know what they're going up against. They know the competition it's going to be, and you know, we expect a great game.
Kickoff is at 7:30 p.m. on Friday, and you can catch our coverage with John and AB on MeTV. The Atlanta Falcons have been nothing if not proactive this offseason, and they continued that trend on Thursday when the team announced they signed cornerback A.J. Terrell to a 4-year, $81 million contract extension. The former Clemson star was drafted 16th overall in 2020
2020, and since then he's been Atlanta's top cover man. With the extension, Terrell becomes one of the highest paid players at his position, and he is tied to the Falcons through the 2028 season. Finally, it is time to vote for our Football Friday Night Player of the Week. This week's nominees are Lakeside's Ty Jones, Burke County's Amir Williams, Cross Creek's Cam Nixon, and Harlem's Giovanni Arroyo. The poll is on WJBF.com. You can vote once a day until Friday night at 11 p.m., and the winner will be announced during our FFN show. So be sure to get your vote in as we pick our Football Friday Night Player of the Week. That does it for sports.
When remodeling your bath, please.
And last but not least, lifeguards in Virginia Beach protect beachgoers and keep them safe. One of them is using her experience by representing the United States. She will be in the 2024 Life Saving World Championship. Kagan Hughes tells us all about Samantha Tatter. The 2024 Life Saving World Championship is taking place in Australia. One of the 12 competitors, Samantha Tatter, is from Virginia Beach and has hopes of getting a medal.
It's happening in the Gold Coast of Australia, and it's really cool. About 40 countries get to compete there.
Samantha Tatter has been a lifeguard in Virginia Beach for 5 years. She recently put her training to the test when she saved a life in July. Now she's going to Australia to compete against lifeguards from all over the world.
It is the coolest thing I've gotten to do. It's always been my dream to get to represent the U.S. internationally, and getting to do surf lifesaving is my opportunity to do that.
The 4-day event will include rescue races and pool events.
It's kind of highlighting the different aspects of being on the job. So just, being a fast runner, being able to swim out to the victim. There are races though, like rescue race, for example, where I will swim out to somebody waiting for me about 150 yards offshore and have to pull them back in without their help.
Tatter says her experience at the oceanfront has paid off to help her get to this point.
Whether that's swimming in the ocean, running, just getting better at that. Yeah, 5 years worth of that training has really helped pay off.
She hopes to encourage other swimmers and lifeguards in the future.
If they work hard enough, can go represent the U.S. internationally. I honestly was hesitant to first start this job, and a friend kind of nudged me to do it, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
If you're interested in learning more about the Life Saving World Championship and to catch the rest of Team USA, there'll be a link on wavy.com. That is so cool. I've been to Australia, and it's the most beautiful beaches, but it's scary. It's so cool that she's doing that and saving lives.
Wow.
It's incredible.
That
yeah,
is good.
I could never. I'm not a good swimmer. Jenna can swim, guys. Oh, wow. No, she can't. She can swim.
Okay,
She can
okay.
swim. I can doggy paddle. I can do enough, and I can float, which is
that's
all of our
that's
viewers
good.
now are going to think that you can't
That's
swim.
good.
I'm so sorry. I was kidding. She can swim.
She can doggy paddle. That's good.
Yeah, I'm going to have people offering me swim lessons, I'm sure.
Yeah, you go.
I wish I knew, all the techniques.
You can do it. Just take a
We'll
couple
get you there.
lessons.
We'll get you to the next Olympic.
Yeah.
Our 10-day forecast showing no rain over the next several days. Plenty of sunshine Friday all the way into next week. Cooler temperatures for now. High of only 84 tomorrow. Of course, a cooler morning in the upper 50s. Then we'll climb all the way to 90 degrees on Sunday, all the way up to 96 next Thursday. 10% chance of rain next Thursday, and then eventually a few showers and storms into the following weekend as well. But this weather is just fantastic, guys. I'm loving it. It's a great way to close out summer. I'm excited for fall, though.
Yes, and it's just a sneak peek of what's to come, but we have to wait for it to come.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's our time for now. Thank